I just want to close with a few comments. What Suhail took you through doesn't apply only to big groups. Actually, a number of our companies are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 million dirham. And they started like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 million. This discipline is the same discipline that we use for operating companies of this size to operating companies which are several billion dirham in terms over. So it's really about a discipline. Now to complement this, and this is a little bit the messages that, because I had the chance to work not only with Suhail and the Al Ghurair family, but also with other family business, you have a few success factors, and I group them all around the 7 M's in order to decide what makes and breaks a small trading company. The first one is related to, the first M is for the market. Are you really in the right market? Is the market that you are addressing, is it a growing market? Is it profitably growing? And can you sustain the profits? So the type of markets that you are addressing is quite critical. And this is the first question that any one of you should be asking yourself. The second one had to do more, do we have the right team? So it's the management, M for management team around you. And it's not only your colleagues or the people who work with you, it's also the advisory committee that you have, or you might have board on it, but you need to have people who are around you and be able to make sure that you have complementary skills. Because if all of you are great traders, but you have a weak finance person, or you have a weak organization person, you might find gaps. So this is what critical is, to have the right talent, but to make sure that the talent is complementing each other. So this is a second important one, is M for the management team. The third M, I take it as the mantra, which is basically your competitive advantage. Why should I come as a customer and go to you, purchase from you, your services and product? What makes you deliver these services better than your competition? This is unique selling proposition, it's your customer differentiation. This is quite critical. What is it that makes you differentiate from all the other trading companies that are competing? Are you doing it on a price basis? Are you doing the way you offer these solutions? This is another M that is important, the mantra, the reason why you exist, and the reason why you differentiate your products differently from those of competitors. The fourth M is related to milestones. You have, if you want to succeed, you need to have clarity in terms of what your roadmap is. And this roadmap needs to be clear in terms of what you need to do, how you're going to do it, and who is going to own it, and how and what are the measures behind it. So these milestones are critical, and this is what is reviewed. Suhail mentioned the balanced scorecard. This is one way of tracking milestone. You have different ways, but if you don't have these milestones, you don't know how to manage all the uncertainty that will come up. So this is quite critical, the milestones. The fifth M that you have here is regarding the money. But the money is not only the funding or the cash flow, because at the end of the day, you live or you die by your ability to manage your cash flow. It's not about profits. It's not about growth. It's not about having the best product. It's really about the ability to be able to generate cash flow again and again. So this cash flow is quite critical, and you need to clearly understand what are these cash flow sources and what are the cash flow expenses that will come out of it. This is quite critical to have visibility, not only over 1 month, but over 3 months, over 6 months. If not, you're also at risk of being derailed in your process. Now, money is not only the money that equity you would bring in or partners would bring in, it's the quality of the money. What you need is, you don't need only money, you need money that comes with advice. You need money that comes with some strategic perspective that allows you to come and use this money, but also use the value that comes with this money, either in terms of networks, in terms of door openers, or in terms of others. So the M for money is quite important. The source of the money, where are the users of the money, and how you could gain to have good money or investors providing to help you in terms of growing your business. This is now, I tend to have, I mentioned several M's, but the key one at the end of the day is really, the M is actually a P, which is basically the passion. All of you are quite passionate entrepreneurs. This passion is quite critical. This passion is the essence to help you continue grow, because it's contagious. It's contagious to your people, it's contagious to your clients, it's contagious to your supplier. Make sure that this passion, as Suhail has said, is a passion that is very disciplined. If you could combine a passion with the discipline, then you have the success, which is basically the ability to have dreams, and all of you have dreams that you are implementing, but most importantly is the unique ability to execute on these dreams.